What's up, everybody? This is Isaiah Donnelly, creator and founder of Crown, which is a platform where faith meets athletics. Today, I had the opportunity of speaking with Quinton Humphrey Sr., who is the president and co-owner of the Texas Wild Hogs, which is a professional arena football organization based in San Antonio, Texas. A retired U.S. Army veteran, licensed minister, and a passionate community leader, Quinton is dedicated to building more than a football team. He is creating opportunities that positively impact athletes, families, businesses, and the community. With years of experience in football, both as a player and coach, Quinton has built his leadership and principles on faith, integrity, and service. His vision for the Texas Wild Hogs is to provide a platform where local talent can pursue professional football while inspiring the next generation through community engagement, mentorship, and strong business partnerships. Known for his unwavering faith and determination, Quinton leads with the belief that success is built on relationships, transparency, and a commitment to serving others. His personal motto, God, Family, Football, reflects the foundation of both his life and his leadership. Through every challenge and every opportunity, Quinton remains focused on one mission, building a lasting legacy that brings people together and makes a meaningful difference both on and off the field. Without any further ado, let's get into the conversation.
Truth hurts, but it's real though. Have faith, I'm still hopeful. Talk to Yahweh, pray to Jesus Christ, and let the Spirit coach it. Devil tempting, tryna block my shine, but you can't stop my focus. Where I come from, dealt with so much pain, Lord, peace, heal my emotions. Never trust a snake.
Yourself, who you are, what sport you played, and who you are beyond your sport.
Definitely. My name is Quinton Humphrey. I'm the president and co-owner of the Texas Wild Hog, a professional arena football team here in Bernie, San Antonio, and the surrounding area. I played football, a little bit of high school, tried to go into college, got into some trouble, went into the military. So basically, and then from there, I went into coaching once I got out of the military, went and picked up coaching, found out it was a passion of mine, coached youth football all the way up to um, professional. So, and then just basically mentoring young men to, show them the different ways of how you know, they can do the thing, do the sports that they love, but also, do it in a different positive manner.
Right, right. That's really good, man. When did you know that you wanted to be a mentor to younger kids, to younger men?
Man, I think I wanted to be a mentor when I was in the military. Military showed us how, when young men, 18, 17-year-old, 18-year-olds come in the military and they leave their family and they need that positive um person to be in their life. And as I got more into it and a buddy of mine asked me, hey, do you play? And I told him no, I couldn't play because I got injured in the military. He was like, well, have you ever thought about coaching? I was like, I've always thought about it. And as I got into that and I started being taking coaching very serious, then I seen it that, man, these young men actually look up to me. They respect me, and that just gave me more of a passion.
That's good, man. It's crazy how much you don't realize you influence someone until you realize how much you influence someone. So that's good, man. I'm
Yeah.
glad that you found that and that those men that you're pouring into those young men. We need that. Um, so obviously you played football. When did you know football was your sport and you fell in love with it? When did you know that this is what I'm going to do?
I know that football is my sports when I tried out for wrestling and I got choked out. No, but on a serious thing, I mean, football has always been my sports. Growing up, we would play street football in the field beside the house, and I used to always basically, my mom growing up gave me a football, and I walked around with that football. She had pictures of me walking around with that football, so I've always loved football. Always loved to watch it. Always loved to draw up plays and call plays. And it was a thing that now that I'm actually old enough and my son's picking up football,
Mhm.
it's just a passion that I can tell that it's going down in generation.
That's good, man. I wish football was my thing. I'm a basketball guy, man. I broke my femur in third grade, and I tried to play football, and they put me at running back. I was running the opposite way, so I knew football was not in my future.
Yeah, I definitely understand. I mean, again, a lot of people, you have to go with your passion when it comes to sports. You know what I'm saying? Because I found out early age trying to put my son in sports, that it wasn't his passion at first. So when it being not his passion, he quit.
Right.
And did I get mad? Yes, I did, because that was a lot of money. But also, as he got older, he realized that if he wants to run, why not put on pads and hit somebody when you're angry? You
Right,
know what I'm
right.
saying? But now we teach him how to take that anger and turn it to a passion and be able to go, even though these people are on the opposite side of you, they're still brothers in the sports.
Exactly, exactly. That's good, man. Um, if football disappeared tomorrow, who would you be?
I'll be Reverend Quinton Humphrey. Yeah. I'll be
Okay.
Minister Quinton Humphrey. I'll be a husband. I'll be a father. I'll be a brother. Be a friend.
That's good, man. It's good to know, especially as athletes. You know, when that ball stops bouncing or that field got short, it's hard to identify who you are after that. So it's good to know that you have that um, additional outlet to still express who you are. Um, when did your relationship with Christ become personal?
Man, my relationship with Christ became personal 5 years ago.
Okay.
Um, it was personal because number one, I met my wife, and my wife is my best friend. She's my better half. She's my rib. And when I met her and we started talking, she invited me to come to church. Now, I was raised in the church. I was, born and raised doing youth vacational Bible study, all these other camps, going to do Christmas plays, all this stuff. But as I got older, I walked away from the church, tried different other religions. And as I got 5 years ago, when I met my wife, she actually asked me to come to church with her. Trying to, and at first, I was kind of hesitant because I was like, man, I haven't walked in a church in years. But as I walked in there, and the first time was sitting there listening to our pastor, which is my spiritual father in the ministry, um, I heard God clearly that He wanted to use me. He said, if I walk away from the things that I love, which I was in the motorcycle world, I was in the very deep in a motorcycle club. I was, a masonry. I was doing everything. He said, if you walk away from the things that you love, I'll use you.
Mm.
And that's basically what it was. It was like from that day 5 years ago, I've not looked back.
That's good that you touched on that. I found myself um, pursuing things that I want and getting frustrated about it. So can you touch on that? I know you said that you walked away from the church a little bit. During that time, were you still like in the word, or did you walk away from it completely? And if so, did you feel that hunger in your spirit to get back to it?
So when I walked away from church, I used the Bible against people that try to come at me.
Okay.
And the reason why is because growing up, my grandma taught me the Bible. She implanted it in me. I read the Bible as a teenager twice from front to back.
Hmm.
And so I knew when someone comes and asks me, knock on your door early in the morning, they basically says, "Hey, do you know Jesus Christ is your Savior?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, but do you know you knocking at my?" And I used to always attack people, and it felt like, I always felt bad about it. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? I always felt bad about it. I always realized that I knew that he loves me, but I didn't love him.
Okay. Can you
And
touch
people,
on that a little bit?
yeah, yeah, I could definitely. So I knew that he loved me because everything, as growing up, being a child with seizures, and I could have lost my life. Being in the military and coming back from overseas, the night I got back from overseas in a bad accident and totaled my car, wrapped my car around a tree, I could have lost my life. Um, Being shot at. I almost got hit. Could have lost my life, but he's always shown me and always been in my face and said, "I love you,
Yeah.
but you don't love me."
Yeah.
So 5 years ago, I surrendered and I fell back in love with him because tell anybody, I have walked through doors and spoken to people and done things that I never would have thought I would
Yeah.
if I would have still been doing the same thing I was doing 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's a blessing to basically say, hey, you know what? God, I surrender.
Yeah. It's an amazing feeling. I still find myself in the surrendering stage in my life, just giving full surrender. That's tough, and I know a lot of people struggle with that, just giving that complete surrender. So I salute you for being able to do that and seeing that the doors that is open for you. That's very inspiring and motivating. Um, what would you say being crowned by God rather than the world means to you?
Man, being crowned by God rather than the world, I can tell you that I am waiting to hear that day that he says, "Well done, my son." I
Yeah,
am waiting. I see my mansion. I see the streets of gold. I'm like, I don't have to be of this world because the Bible tells us that when we die from self, we die from this world. And I
right.
love the fact that I am not of this world.
Yeah,
And I tell people all the time, if you're not a Christian, if you're not saved, if you talk to me, you either going to get chills because I'm going to tell you how good he is,
yeah,
or you're going to ask me, or you're going to get up mad and you're going to walk away. And unfortunately, that's what some people will do. But again, I'm never going to deny him again.
yeah. For the people that may be new into faith and just coming into this, can you, from your perspective, explain what it means to not be of this world?
What I mean, not be of this world, as I call it salt and light. As we're the salt and light and we're the bride of Christ, we're not supposed to be. If we agree with what this world is doing, we're not looking at what Christ has done for us.
Right.
And what I mean by this is you should feel uncomfortable doing the things that you used to do
Yeah.
and thinking that it's okay. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, like you should feel very uncomfortable even hanging with the friends that you hang with, the people.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest with you. Some family members, you gotta basically break that tie because if you're if you're okay with what these people are doing, then you really gotta ask yourself, are you truly for him
Mhm.
or you truly for the God of this world?
Right. It's definitely going on today. You can see it a lot. So that's why I appreciate you breaking that down so people can kind of understand what you mean when you say that.
Definitely.
How would you say Jesus changes the way you compete and coach?
So how he has changed the way I compete and coach. So I will honestly tell you, when it comes to me competing and coaching, um, as the clock is running, I'm competitive.
Yeah.
I think anybody in sports is competitive.
Yeah.
But as soon as those clocks is done, we're family.
All right.
We're family. I love you. I'm gonna pray for you. You can call me, and that's basically why our young men these days don't mind me coaching them. I don't have to belittle players. I don't have to cuss at players. I don't have to talk down to players. I lift up players.
Hmm.
Now, if I gotta basically, I'm a strict person, but I still have to let people know that, you know, when it comes down to it, I'm not gonna basically be a pushover, but I'm gonna also tell you I'm gonna have as a standard. Our organization has a motto: God, family, football. We live it, we believe in it, and we're also gonna push it.
That's good, man. That's really good. Touching on that a little bit, what is one lesson you would say God has taught you through athletics?
What? Oh man, that's a good question. What God has taught me through athletics is nobody's bigger than God.
Yeah.
If you are doing this to for the wrong reason, if you are trying to get to the high level and you're not um, doing it for the right reason, it will get pulled from under you,
Oh yeah.
or you're not going to basically get what you're asking for. You're not going to get to that next level because of the fact, or that next step in your life, because of the fact is as humans and as men and as well as we're stubborn.
Yeah.
Look, we are stubborn, and as we're being stubborn, we got to realize that God is a all-seeing, all-knowing, all-doing God.
Yeah.
And if you think you're gonna win against him, you're gonna lose
Every time.
every single time.
Every time. And the crazy thing is, he'll let you think you got it until you start listening.
Yes.
Oh man. Has there ever been a moment when your faith was tested, either through coaching or through playing? And if so, what was that moment?
I want to say my biggest time that my faith was challenged is coaching.
Okay.
Um, Not believing that I was the right fit. Taking a team to a Western Championship, taking a team that we lost our first game 45-12, and basically taking it and taking this team to a national championship and not getting called back. And I started questioning myself, like, I'm doing everything. I was like, I'm faithful to my wife. I'm reading the word. I'm in this. Why is things not opening up for me? Why is things not happening for me? And he always say, if it may not come when you want it, but it comes right on time.
Yeah.
I've been asked for opportunities. I've been asked to mentor people. I've been asked to, um, step into positions and places. And I done started a whole organization that it's like God is like, you know, it's gonna be done. So 2027 is gonna be big for us.
That's good, man, and I'm excited to see what you guys got going on. You said something where you asked God for certain things, and when He revealed those things to you, or you got them, did they come in the way that you thought they would, or how
It
they
did.
looked to you?
So I use this football team for an example. I've always thought I was gonna just be a coach.
Mhm.
I always thought that I was going to be retired, 50 years old as a coach. I then basically went to all around the world coaching, and God said He had other plans for me. And I'm honestly looking at what we're doing right now, and it's just like Pastor PMJ said, it's gonna be big. So it's definitely big. It's definitely a blessing. The team, the coaches I have, the staff I have, my wife being my CEO, that she never even thought about doing this, and she's putting that hat on and rocking it, and and being able to talk to people and people listening to my story.
Yeah, man, that's big, and that goes back to what you said earlier about that complete surrender. When you do that and you put your trust and faith and you just let Him have His way, you'll be surprised what can happen. It's bigger than what you ever thought. So that's
Yes.
good, man. Um, how do you or did you respond when your identity starts becoming tied to your performance, either as a coach or player?
When my identity, so that's another good question, because I remember the time when I took over um as the coach in an organization that was falling apart, and um I started doing what players was doing just because I wanted to fit in, and I lost myself completely. I didn't, and this was right when I really got into coaching. I lost myself, and I looked at myself, and I could not see myself. I seen everybody that was attached to me, and I had to step away. I had to step away from coaching for a while because it was turning me into somebody that I wasn't. The passion of coaching was gone.
Yeah.
So there was a time that I lost passion for coaching. It was a time that I did not want to even pick up a whistle. Um, and until recently, I went back and coached a middle school, St. Anthony Catholic school, 6-man middle school football team. And to be around them young men and pick up the whistle for after 4 strong years of not coaching, man, these young men poured into me so much. And no,
Yeah.
I'm not Catholic, but to go to this school and just basically be around these young men, and they listen to me, and their parents enjoy the discipline I'm putting in, but they notice, oh, this coach don't cuss. He gets
Yeah.
loud. He's stern, but his kids are listening to him. And
Yeah.
honestly, it was just a blessing that, as I seen it, you know, I had to walk away.
Man. Well, that's a good thing you were able to find that passion and do it again, because I know how it feels to lose passion for something and want that burn to come back, but it never comes back. So that's a blessing that you were able to find that, and those kids did that for you. Um, how do you fight comparison in today's sports culture, or what would you tell athletes? How would you advise them in comparison in today's sports culture? Because it's big, especially with NIL and things like that. What would be some of your advice?
Man, when people talk about the NIL, it really, to me, overall sports, it kind of messes up sports a little bit because, again, people don't go to schools for the right reason these days.
Mm,
I think my son sees that now because of the fact is it's taking him till he get to his senior year to get his first offer.
right.
And before going into get ready to hit his 12th grade year, he's like, Dad, I don't know if I'm gonna get any offers. And my son got baptized. He basically gave his life back to Christ. And I kept telling him, pray about it. It's coming.
Yeah.
But as I told him, I said, don't try to go out here and go for this D1 school. Go to the school that you can earn an education.
Mm,
And I tell these other athletes that when they go into the professional world, your profile, if you're calling yourself a professional, you have to be a professional. You cannot basically go out here and still have a college mindset. You can't go out here and have a semi-pro mindset. You got to literally think a professional. And if I can go on your Facebook page and I can go on your social media and you're throwing up all these gang signs, you got bottles in your hand, you got money in your hand, you're doing all this unprofessional stuff. Why do I you feel like I want to have you on my organization, or anybody wants to basically take you a chance?
right.
You could be a dog all day, but if you're not giving that example on what they're going to put in front of kids, so change that. And that's basically what I tell players all the time. You
Yeah.
change that, come back and see me. If you don't want to change it, and unfortunately, I can't use you.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. That's understandable. And they don't realize how people watch that stuff. They see it. So just be mindful of the things that you post if anybody's out there listening. Um, Being that your son has to wait until like his senior year to get his first offer, were people around him getting offers? Did he see some of his peers getting offers? And if he did, what did that do to him? And what was that your advice to him?
I will honestly tell you, as it broke him.
Yeah.
It broke him. Um, but I also explained to him how this is a real world. Um, and also I had to let him know that remind him that he's a child of God.
Yeah.
I said the minute you went down and you got baptized, you came back up, you became a new creation. All things have passed away. You cannot worry about what the next man is doing because of the fact is that is not your lane.
Right.
That is not your road that you're going. And as he got that first offer about a week ago, he called me and he was almost in tears. He was like, Dad, I got my first offer. He was like, I'm about to cry. And I said, cry.
Yeah.
I said, but as you cry, thank the man above.
Yeah.
I said, and thank him for just allowing you to have the ability to do the thing that you love to do. Now, take care. Now, I also have to get on him because he likes to push through injuries and he likes to, because he don't want to show his weakness. But I
Hmm.
always tell him, and I tell any player, partner is this: you're trying not to show your weakness when you're hurt or you're in. Well, hurt and injured is totally different things. You don't want to show your weakness when you're injured, but you're
Yeah.
hurting your team when you're hurt and you cannot push through and get to the season.
Yeah.
So let
That.
your body rest, let your body heal itself, and then get back out there.
Hmm.
Now, if your coaches and all them basically just pushes you off, then you got to ask yourself, are they really for you or they're really against you? And again,
Yeah.
I always tell them all the time, you're a child of God. God is never going to basically leave you, never forsake you.
Never, never. Well, congratulations to him on his offer. I know as a high school student how that feels to get that first offer, regardless of the level. You got your offer, so congratulations to him.
Thank you.
Um, we're gonna get touch more on living for God's glory. Um, what would you say competing for God's glory looks like?
Competing for God's glory, what it would looks like, it looks amazing. It's to the fact that if you're competing, it's like you are trying to be that bride that he talks about.
Yeah,
And you are trying to basically get to the, and like I said in the beginning of an interview, it's you want to get to that fact that you want to basically tell people when you're when you leave this earth that God tells you, well done,
yeah,
well done. Like literally, like you want to know that you were so much in his face that he's like, well done.
yeah. That's the ultimate trophy right there.
Yes.
What would you say is one Bible verse that keeps you grounded?
My favorite Bible verse, and I do it all the time, is Psalm 23.
Oh,
The whole thing is, because the fact is, he tells you in Psalms 23 that basically that you walk through the valley of the shadow of death and you fear no evil
yeah,
because he is with you.
yeah,
I love that. I love that verse because we every day we understand that we walking through a valley
yeah,
and you may not see it. You may be going happy to joy walking it, but we're walking through a valley.
yeah,
And if you don't want to live this life and having a joyful life and be a and surrender to him, you're gonna go through some things.
yeah,
And he gonna make sure there's never said I would tell people all this time, it never said nowhere in the Bible that God don't allow things to happen because who did he tell the devil to go deal with? He said, "Did you deal? Did you see my servant Job?"
yeah,
And that's he gave him that, and he lost everything.
yeah,
And never cursed him. And that's what I want to be at. No matter what I go through, life situations, financial situations, I'm never gonna curse him.
yeah. That goes into my next question. What's a failure that God used for your good?
What's a failure God used for my good?
Or something that you lost that you later on realized it wasn't really a loss, but it was actually a win?
Um, I would say one thing that he used for my good is having someone promise me the world and ghosting me.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, when I created this team, I had a whole team in front of me, and basically um, they was telling me if we do this, then this, my name, I'm respected, the money's gonna come, and right after Christmas, I announced the team name, I announced what I was doing, and they ghosted me.
Man.
But now I'm announcing a league. I have my arena. I'm basically getting ready to announce a couple of more things coming up, and God is opening doors.
Yeah. It's crazy how a setback like that you think is the end of it can actually be your biggest blessing. So that's exciting, man. Like I said, I'm excited to see what you guys got going on, and I'm excited for everything you got going on. What encouragement would you give an athlete chasing both excellence and Christ?
One thing that I would encourage athletes that are trying to chase excellence and Christ, go for Christ first. Chase him first. And if you chase him, the excellence will come.
Yeah, that's really the key to life. It's the once you unlock that and know that it's limitless for where you can go.
Right.
Um, if God never gave or gives you another championship, would He still be enough?
Always. God is always gonna be enough. I'm like, I can literally, I am a living testimony that God has given me enough. If I was to close my eyes and not open them ever again, I know that God has given me abundantly of everything that He's always promised me.
That's good,
I
man.
may not see it all,
Yeah,
but He has.
He definitely has. Even if you, like you said, even if you don't see it, it's there. When you sit and think about it and look back on your life and all the things that you've been protected from that you didn't see, you realize he's good.
Yes.
All right, these are like my rapid fire questions that I have, so they're gonna be coming quick. Um, it's six of them, so stay on your toes. Favorite worship song?
I trust in God, my Savior, the
Okay,
one.
a little new school. Okay, okay. Dream teammate.
Oh man, dream teammate. If I could have ever played with Emmitt Smith, because I love being a running back, I would have loved to learn and follow him.
Okay, and Miss Smith. I wasn't around when he was playing, but I seen highlights and he was bad. He could do his
I
thing.
look, I watched him. Look, growing up, it was the American team, Dallas Cowboys versus Redskins. My
Yeah.
mom, my mom was a Cowboy fan. My stepdad was a Redskin fan. It was middle down the, and that's what literally Thanksgiving they played every Thanksgiving. It was so again, I got to watch him on every game that he played. Wasn't a Cowboys fan, but I was always an Emmitt Smith fan.
Okay, that was gonna be my next question if you were a Cowboys fan.
No, I'm an
Okay.
Indianapolis Colts fan.
Okay. Okay. All right. One word that describes your walk with Christ.
Faithful,
That's really good. One word God has been teaching you lately.
patience.
Me too. That's tough, but yeah, me too. Um, Finish this sentence. Being crowned means
Being crowned means surrendering and being and falling for Jesus.
I like that. I like that. Being that this is my first episode, I'm going to start doing these when I do other interviews with other coaches, athletes, and the likes. It's a signature question I'm going to ask every episode. If every athlete watching remembered only one thing from your story, what would you want them to know about Jesus?
What would I want them to know about Jesus?
Yeah.
He is real. He has risen, and he's sitting on the right hand of the Father. And you should be wanting to get right there when you leave this earth.
You should be right there with him, huh?
Yeah, I appreciate it that as being this your first episode and everything. I'll be honest with you. I'm very hesitant about doing interviews with people, but I literally, when you reached out to me and I did some research and you started, I was like, I told my wife, I said, "Hey, I got it. I want to do this one." You know what I'm saying? So you're my second interview since I've basically done this team. So it's a privilege and an honor to basically be able to come out here and talk about our father.
Yeah. Man, I really appreciate it, man. I really do. Being this is my first episode, man, I didn't know how it was gonna go, but this actually went really well. I can't wait to post it so everybody can hear what you have to say. You have some really good things to say. Um, and that's all that this platform is about, man. The greatest victory isn't found in trophies and rankings. It's found in living a life that points others to Christ. And I see that you're doing that with everything that you're doing, man. And like I said, I'm excited to see what the team has going on. I don't know if you guys come to Dallas, but if you guys do, let me know. Um,
So
it's
they
been
did. Yeah, we just announced a team in the North Texas
okay.
called the North Texas team. So we're looking to play in up there probably once or twice. So yeah, the game man 2027. I'll be coming that way.
Oh man, definitely keep me involved. And to anybody watching, man, be on the lookout for the Texas Wild Hogs. They got a lot of good things going on. Quentin, man, I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you too. I appreciate you too.
Come from dealt with so much pain, Lord, please heal my emotion. Never trust a snake, I ain't like Adam, I kill a king cobra. If you don't do nothing, go get wisdom, gotta let it mold you. Put my pride aside, I